Spatchcock Funk, here to help you win your next chili cook-off. This is Swamp Rooster chili, a family recipe. I have been eating this at football games since I was a youngin', and as an oldin', I still eat it. It's got ingredients from my family, from my uncle. We're gonna walk you through this. This is pretty simple to do. We're gonna put it all in one pot and then rock and roll. Y'all ready to make some chili? We call it Swamp Rooster chili because we use two animals you find in a swamp. We're using turkey sausage, put it with all the grease in there, good turkey, sweet turkey Italian sausage, and then we also are using ground pork, and that's like the wild pig running up through that swamp. Now, it doesn't matter what type of meat you use. If you want to use kielbasa, chicken, you can even use impossible meat substitutes. They all work well, but put that in the pan first. Now, this is chili con carne, chili with meat, and we have our pre-cooked meat in there, and then also the bigger part of chili too are tomatoes. So we're going with a 28-ounce can of really good diced tomatoes, juice and all, right in the pot. Next, to add some creaminess to it, we got a 15-ounce can of tomato puree. Finally, for the tomatoes, a 10-ounce can of diced tomatoes and green chilies. Now we're moving on to the pepper and onion part of it. So we have one whole white onion, one chopped up red bell pepper, one chopped up green bell pepper. And the peppers are key because we're gonna let it simmer for a while. Once they're cooked through, you know the chili's ready to go. But we have another secret ingredient. So we have my uncle's peppers. So what these are basically Hungarian wax peppers that we've been letting sit for 3 or 4 days in a combination of vinegar, ketchup, sugar, and salt. So we're gonna put all the peppers chopped up into the dish. And then this beautiful juice, we're gonna put about a half a cup in the sauce as well. Brings a really great flavor to it. Now the beans in this chili, that's also what gives it this great color and mixture. So we use 6 different types of beans. The first 5 are all canned and they're all drained. So we use a thing of black beans, 1 can. We also like some black-eyed peas. We think that looks awesome in chili and it's just fun to say. We also got 15 ounces of red kidney beans. So we've also gotten here some butter beans because they're big and fat, and we want there to be a lot of fatty flavor up in here. Also, some great northern beans, another lighter color that helps really create this nice visual look for it. So we get that in there. Now, the only can of beans that we don't drain are chili beans in sauce. It's basically red beans in a chili sauce. So we want all that sauce in here as well. Now it's time to spice things up. To start out with, 3 tablespoons of chili powder. We also put in 1.5 tablespoons of brown sugar, a half teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1 tablespoon of Tabasco. You can use other hot sauces, but we like the granddaddy. We also have 3 teaspoons of fine salt, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Now comes a little bit more spice. We do a really good shake of crushed red pepper, around half a teaspoon, but you can go hotter if you want. Last but not least, about half a teaspoon, bunch of turns of some black pepper. We're using the fresh ground type, y'all. Once that's set, give it a stir, get it all evenly mixed, and you're gonna start to see some beautiful colors in here. On a stovetop, over medium heat, this should simmer for about an hour, but it can go longer. If you turn it down to low, it can simmer even longer. The longer it simmers and cooks, the more flavor gets produced to it. You can also make this the day before too, but you know it's cooked when the peppers and onions are cooked through. Yeah, since the first time my dad made this for me, to this time, this chili is off the charts. So, we're gonna put a couple scoops into a bowl because this is how we serve it. Now, our boy John Strodel taught us something special. Put some raw onion, white onion in there. It adds a little more crunch to it, which is nice. We also crumble in a little bit of cornbread. Then we take a nice dollop of sour cream into the mix. And a couple tablespoons of shredded sharp cheddar. Whether you are tailgating, going to a concert, chilling out at home with the peeps, you got the right dish for the right days and the right time of year. Spatchcock Funk.